Good morning, everyone. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler. Welcome to your weekday daily card readings where we dive into the cards and see what's in store with a message from Spirit. All right, so this week I am using the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. What's the energy? What do we have going on, Spirit? Oh, interesting. They're like, you decide. And they're like, why don't you decide? What energy do you want? What energy do you want to carry and create throughout the week? Okay, then. You know what? Fair point, right? Like, we are these co-creators of our reality. And so I think that's actually a great start. What do you want this week? What do you want to create this week? So let's dive into the cards and see what the deeper message is with that. Okay, here we go. I got two that came out. Oh, interesting. Yeah, well, of course. Okay, the card that I said interesting to is the exact same card we got on Friday, different deck. And remember, I talked about it's a snake card. And I talked about that on Friday, that it was coming up in many different kind of decks. This says, take time to heal. This is really following on the heels of the full moon, is like shed your old layers, shed what no longer applies to you, let go, release, allow the new you to be moving forward. So however this card speaks to you in terms of healing and shedding, really anchor that into your being and your energy moving forward right now, because this is really significant. Beautiful, significant message in this right now. So I love that. Then I extra love how Spirit was like, well, what do you want it to be? We have the Spider card, which is all about creating, weaving your web of destiny, weaving your home space. The spider does that. That's why we get such a beautiful energy of what I call the grandmother spider, this divine feminine nurturing energy that is guiding you to weave your web, your safe space in a way that feels right for you. And this says, make your dreams real. And I love this. So in the energy this week, it's like, how do you want to begin to step into your reality or further embrace your reality? Like, what is it looking like? What are you doing to take the actions to weave it as such? Because you hold this capacity, especially after the moon, after the eclipses, after everything we've gone through this year, and even leading up to it since like 2020. Like, this is such a big point of you standing in your power. And so maybe for some of you, standing in your power is taking the time to heal. And I want to say too, this card has the number 55 on it. And fives really represent change, and a double 5 here is representing, 5 plus 5 can be 10, meaning completions, can also be 1 with new beginnings, but a double 5 is an extra emphasis on the amount that has changed. So maybe in your new weavings right now, you're also spending time healing from what you have let go. And that healing, I think sometimes we think healing has to be like deep, heavy work, but healing can also be really lighthearted, renewing, a rebecoming. So there's this really positive spin in this energy here too. And again, like, what do you want it to be with the spider spirit? And then we have the skunk spirit. And I know when I first saw this card, when I got this deck, I thought skunk spirit must be bad. But this is about knowing your worth. And I love this because this is really like, the skunk knows its worth, and it knows its power, and it knows it doesn't want to wield that full force negatively unless it has to. It has a clear line in the sand. It's willing to set a boundary where it needs, but it's also willing to kind of scamper around and be really cute and like have the lighter side of it with firm boundary and a firm strength of knowing their ability to set that line and act on it if needed. And so really, the energy of the skunk is actually so beautiful. It is really like wholehearted. It is wholesome. It is very complete. Like, there's a beautiful cohesion in the skunk energy. So really know your worth. And I think that comes back to this too. When you're creating the reality in which you want to live in, the reality in which you feel you are a part of, if you are creating that based on a strong self-worth, then you are creating a masterpiece, is what Spirit calls it. They're like, masterpiece. You really are. The weaving of your fate will be this beautiful tapestry. And for many, it is becoming already this beautiful tapestry because you know your worth. They're also showing me another way to explain that is when you're weaving your destiny, your reality, you have the opportunity to choose, are you weaving with dark colors or are you weaving with all the colors of the rainbow? Again, that is your ability to create in the light and the dark and everything in between. So really know your worth and stand by it. They're telling me to pick one more card. So let's see what that is. Okay. Ah, beautiful. Okay, so know your worth and the hawk spirit. Let spirit be your guide. I love this. Allow your spirit guides, your higher self, to really help guide you in that weaving. You are not alone. You're absolutely not alone. There is a beautiful energy with you in these transformations. And really, again, notice what, so now that we're kind of off the heels of the moon, right? 3 days before, 3 days after, now we're coming down from that. You can really start to see the lay of the land of what has transformed, whether it's big, bold things or small changes, maybe it's changes within you. When you acknowledge that and you connect into spirit with that, you bring your spirit team forward with you, they can co-create with you in this new reality of what you are weaving. Be the weaver. So I think that's beautiful. I'll leave that with all of you for now. Happy Monday, everyone. I do want to say check out the podcast today. Definitely like and subscribe this video, and a little teaser. I am dropping some new music tomorrow. So after tomorrow's video, I will attach a new piece of music for all of you, and I hope you enjoy it. So have a beautiful start to your week, and I will see you tomorrow.